we're back with another episode.
All right, y'all, welcome back to another episode of The Face Off with Fleming and Fowler. We are back at it again. Back at it again. Back at it again. Again. Doom, 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 doom.
I'm just going to let you keep going. You're doing such a great job. What if we just scatted for the whole episode?
I'm loving it. Welcome back, y'all. How was your week this past week?
It was fine. Work is good. I am happy. I'm the luckiest girl in the world. Everything that is meant for me will find me.
Is somebody holding a gun to your head on the side over here? Like, what?
Yada, yada, yada. I'm trying
Confession
to be, these are my confessions part 2. I'm just trying to be positive, optimistic. I'm fucking exhausted because I don't know how to say no to people. I read this book in grad school. Mm-hmm. My friend Molly gave it to me. Shout out to you, Molly. And it was called The Essential Art of Saying No. Yeah. Read it and I was like, oh, this changed my life. Like, I don't think it did. It didn't stick. I was just depressed, and so I was saying no to things anyway. Like, because I was in grad school, so it's just like deep dark hole.
Were people inviting you though? At least, like we talked about last time?
People were inviting me, still, and
I
was saying no, but I was just saying I was like secluded. It was an unhealthy no. Not like now is a healthy.
You need to learn boundaries.
I don't have them. I'm so bad with boundaries.
It's not an easy thing to create. It's really not.
No, that's why I ghost everyone. I fade away. Yeah. I just like if there's an issue, I'm like, oh no. If it's an issue, like I never mess up. It's everybody else messing up. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm just gonna ignore it until it gets to a point where I can't deal with it anymore, and then I'm just never gonna talk to you again. That's not right.
No, it's not. But if that's the way you got to do it for right now, so you learn coping mechanisms,
we're living over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So please never force yourself or your opinions on me because I will bend to your will.
No, you don't.
I'm not claiming that.
I have tried to force my opinion on this girl multiple times in multiple scenarios. And you know what she does? Doesn't take my advice. And then she complains, I don't know why. And I'm like, I don't want to hear it because I've already told you the answer. You don't want to listen.
I know. So this is all chaos of my own making.
Yes.
And you know what? I'm young and this is the time to do it, and we're just going to do it, and I'm going to be tired, and that's okay.
You only can use that excuse 2 more years, literally a year and a half, because you're almost 29.
How dare you? Shut your mouth.
I'm just saying.
Fucking farce.
Oh, well, 1.5 years left to say that.
Yeah, listen, I'm rolling with the punches right now. We're young, we're fun, we're having a good time, and I love the drama. There's one thing I love to do, it's complain.
Well, you know what? Honestly, in your 20s, you're supposed to go places and you're supposed to exhaust yourself with seeing the world, hanging out with your girlfriends, and building those memories because, you need something when you get 70 and 80.
You know what's fucked up is I had Valentine's dinner with my mama yesterday.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yesterday?
No. Well, it's Tuesday.
Whenever Valentine's Day was.
Yeah.
And she was just talking because, like, a bunch of my friends not necessarily my friends, but I grew up with the same people because I went to a small Catholic school. Yeah. So all of our moms were friends. So like the siblings are having kids and getting married and shit. Like my close friends aren't, but my mom was like, well, damn, like, all these other friends of mine are like grandmothers now and all of this shit. And I was like, okay, like, well, I don't know. When can you retire? And she was just like, I need to retire soon. Like, I'm tired. And
your mom is way too young to retire.
I know. She looked into my eyes and told me she was tired. And for some reason, I was just like, God damn. Like, I'm a 28-year-old tired. I can't imagine being...
Is your mom even 50?
She just turned 50.
Oh.
I can't imagine being a 50-year-old tired. I was like, damn.
I'm tired at 38.
That's what I'm... Can you imagine doing it for another 12 years?
Hell no.
So I love you, Mom. I really do.
That's what I'm praying this podcast kicks off. Y'all share, download, subscribe.
I'm tired now. Jesus. You're telling me I gotta rock this shit out till I'm like 60? There's no way.
But see, the problem is we're burnt out. Well, I'm burnt out of my career.
Yeah, you know what? No one else had to live through a pandemic.
Yeah, not in the medical field. I think every healthcare provider is just burnt out. No matter what you do in the medical field, you're burnt out. Either way. Like, you cannot convince me you're not burnt out.
I have this, like, it's not a fever dream. I don't even know what it's called.
It's a reality.
When I dissociate during the day at work, because I have to get through the day, I, like, think, what if you just, like, moved to Hawaii and worked at a surf shop for a year? Like,
Hawaii is expensive.
I know, but that's what people do. They move there in the summer. You just work to pay rent and eat. And you just like live, laugh, love at the beach. And
but the native Hawaiians don't want us there.
You're ruining.
Okay, I'm sorry.
This is my dissociative.
You're right. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, great.
I apologize.
But I just think like, what if we were like, we're done with healthcare. We're done with the actual career job. We're just going to go and do like a little cute job for a year in a fun place.
I would love to go to Canada.
We could do it.
Canada, and only because they have winters, and I like the winter.
Yeah,
Hawaii doesn't have it. Hawaii is just like Florida.
I would
like with the weather.
Okay, I don't think Hawaii is like Florida.
I mean, with the weather, yeah, hot, but not the sights. No.
I give myself a year before I get an itch, and I'm like, all right, we got to make some moves.
Yeah.
But how nice it would be to just like go to a like basic ass job. Mm-hmm. We're just like fucking around,
making a shit ton of money.
Yeah, you probably wouldn't be making a shit ton of money.
I mean, but if my bills were paid.
My bills are paid. Literally. If my bills are paid, how fun would that be? If anyone out there just like left their life for an extended period of time, please reach out to me. Let me know.
Well, that's that one, former coworker that we know that she would work like every day straight for like 6 months, and then she would take a hiatus for 6 months and just travel. And I was like, there's no way I can work 7 days a week for 6 months straight.
Absolutely not.
But then when you think about it, you're like, you got 6 months off though. Like that's pretty awesome.
Well, that's like one time a nurse told me, I don't know, just saying like I couldn't work 12 hours a day, and he was like, yeah, but I only work half the year. And I was like, damn, that's right, because you're only working 2 days.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, if I didn't have real bills, adulthood is a trap. Is what we're saying. It really is.
All that to say, my week is great. My life is beautiful.
That's awesome.
Blessed and highly favored. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. My week was pretty good. I just, you know what? I think people are forgetting, and I think we need to softly remind or harshly remind them. It's Black History Month. Stop trying black people. Say it with your chest. Okay? Like, stop trying us during Black History Month. Like, we're going to talk about it in the rehab corner. I had a coworker who, I don't know, there's this trend of like this mean girl-esque and like very catty, petty behavior through remote jobs. Like, does anybody else have that at their jobs where people are being petty for no reason? Like, I literally have never seen you in real life, and the shit that you do on Microsoft Teams is just petty and it's dumb. Like, do you see how stupid you look and unimportant in your life that you have to do shit like that on Microsoft Teams? You're a loser in real life. But anyway, neither here nor there. My week was actually really good. So yeah,
I got called High Yella during Black History Month.
You got a point on your black card.
Yeah, my patient was like,
how old were they? Were they old?
He's like 80.
Yeah.
Because I haven't heard that term not on a black and white movie.
Yeah. Older black men call women that.
Oh, this was a white man.
Really?
And he was like, can I ask you a question? And it's never good.
Yeah.
When anyone asks you in a hospital, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a
question? Yeah. That's true.
I was like, yeah. He's like, are you mixed with something? Are you black? High yellow? And I was like, what the fuck?
Wait, did he say high yellow or high yellow?
Yellow.
He's a racist. Anybody who says high yellow with an A, racist. Because he's black, older men will call you a red bone. Yeah.
Ooh, he was given
that high yellow gal.
Questionable vibes.
Yeah.
Questionable.
Don't worry, I said it for you. Don't worry.
Thank
I said
you.
It for you.
I was like, in my month? You're going to do that to me in my month?
Yeah, because you still got days left.
I got days. No,
you don't.
I was on borrowed time.
That's right, you don't.
It is now the 15th of February. My time to celebrate is over, but...
No, by the time this comes out, it'll be the 20-something. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. The days are messed up.
Yeah.
Time is a construct.
That's because you're always traveling and you don't sit your ass down. Because you don't have boundaries.
Switching time zones is like time traveling because I don't have boundaries.
Yeah.
We're working on that in the new year. It'll be a resolution.
I'm still not adjusted to Central Standard Time. Because all my life I've been on Eastern Standard.
No.
I'm serious.
You have lived here for like 20 years.
No, I've only been here 6 years.
Okay, that's...
Because all of my friends and family are on Eastern Standard. So I'll be calling them at like 9 o'clock at night and they're like, it's 10 o'clock. And I'm like, oh, shoot,
What's the time? Oh, it's only an hour.
They're an hour ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, because everybody else is on Eastern Standard Time.
Interesting.
And when they call me at, texting me at 5 in the morning or 6 in the morning, I'm like, I'm still asleep.
5 in the morning. You think they knew what they were doing when they made that song?
Oh, definitely. Hit me on the hotline. How was your Valentine's Day? Did you do anything special? Well, you said you went to dinner with your mom, right?
Oh, yeah. I was at work, and then I ran to the store. Any
patients try to hit on you?
I got a flower. I got a rose from a patient. Kiss from a rose. I already lost it. That's how ADHD works.
Hopefully you lost it in the hospital.
I don't know where the hell it is. It's
okay.
dead somewhere. I'm the worst. Do never buy me flowers. Never buy me a plant. I'll kill it. I will forget to water it. I will lose it. I will leave it in the car. I got flowers from a patient like 2 weeks ago. Left them in the car.
Yeah, I don't like flowers. First of all, I have allergies. No, but you know what I do like? Thoughtful flowers. So like, I don't know if you saw the latest episode of Abbott Elementary. I'm gonna tell you. So on the latest episode of Abbott Elementary, Gregory got his girlfriend or whatever, the little boy's mom. She's allergic to flowers, and so he got her a Lego set of flowers.
Aww.
Like that, I would love. Even if you bought me fake flowers, I would not mind fake flowers. It's like the ones from Hobby Lobby and Michael's, not the ones from Dollar Tree.
I saw the
don't give me no Dollar Tree flowers.
The little clip from Abbott Elementary where that little boy was hitting on.
Quinta, yeah.
Super cute.
That was a really cute episode though. But
yeah, my mom, like, this is just how my mother works.
Yeah.
She calls me. So like every Valentine's Day, she used to get me a makeup palette from Sephora. Didn't happen this year. So whatever.
We're in a recession, ma'am.
I know. How fucking rude. Anyway, she calls me and she's like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, I have a million things to do. I'm exhausted. I smell like hospital. I want to go home. She's like, perfect. Let's go to dinner. I was like, I need to go to the gym. She's like, no, that's fine. She's like, oh, it's going to be crazy everywhere. It's Valentine's Day. Meet me at this Italian restaurant. Literally, it's like the Italian restaurant for special events. Like it's the special event Italian restaurant here.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, okay, I'm so tired. I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. And then I'm thinking about it. I'm like, you want me to meet you at this place on Valentine's Day? Like, that's ridiculous. So that's where we ended up going.
How long was the wait? 4 hours?
It actually wasn't long because it was just the two of us and it was early. It was like 5:30. Cool. So we just slipped in, ate, longest dinner in my life. I was like, I'll go, but I'm getting wine. And she treated me to dinner.
Well, that's nice. You got a free meal.
Yeah, I accidentally ordered like the most expensive entree of my life. But
accidentally, yeah, right. You knew your mom was paying.
I be bougie like that sometimes.
Miss Fowler, she did that shit on purpose.
She's always my Valentine, my first Valentine. So.
Oh, that's so sweet.
How was your Valentine's Day?
My Valentine's Day was amazing because again, I don't celebrate February the 14th. I only celebrate February the 15th. So I got some 90% off candy, and I'm happy about that.
I like Valentine's Day.
I love.
I enjoy seeing people's posts.
Yes, I do
like
too.
That stuff.
Like the proposals and just the thoughtfulness behind like Valentine's and just love and joy. I'm a person who loves love. Like I'm a fairy tale girl. I love love. So I will see 100 posts of people like getting engaged, and you know how sometimes you're just like, oh, congratulations. I'm like that too a little bit. I'm just like, oh Lord, when is my turn? I'm getting ideas, but I love seeing people's posts. Cute. Yeah, I love people who are in love. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. So yeah, I got my 90% off candy, so I'm cool.
I didn't even do that.
It's a national holiday. I literally said this last week on the episode.
I know. Damn.
February the 15th. That's the only holiday that matters in the month of February.
I'll get them next February.
I mean,
there's a lot that happens.
Easter?
It's Black History Month, Valentine's Day, the Super Bowl. That's all I got.
President's Day.
Man, we are chock full this month.
That's very true. Well, speaking of the Super Bowl happened. Our prediction was correct. We both said the Chiefs was going to win.
We did.
And they did.
And
so
I came on this podcast today to talk about one thing and one thing only.
Oh, Jesus. We already know who that is.
Robin Fenty. My God.
Soak a siren for Robin. How did you like the performance, her halftime performance?
Oh my God. All I needed her to do was show up and I would have loved it. But she went up there, sang, fucking slapped her ass, rubbed her baby bump.
Because we found out she's pregnant.
Because she is with child.
I love that for her.
Bun in the oven. I kind of like that she didn't do a Beyonce open up my coat, fucking show you what the fuck is up situation. She was just like, yeah, I got a baby. So what? I'm still here to do what I need to do.
I love that she hasn't confirmed it.
She's like, I don't need to tell y'all shit.
She still hasn't confirmed the first baby. Like, she's never said, yes, I'm pregnant. And you're like, oh, she has a son. Yeah, it doesn't matter. She hasn't confirmed it.
She is so smart. Yeah. There were more viewers for her halftime performance than the entirety of the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The reason for the season.
I thought Jesus was the reason for the season, but maybe not.
Hit or miss.
I cannot with you.
I love song choice, brilliant.
Yeah,
dancers
definitely.
On fucking 10. She looked amazing, suspended like an angel over the entire stadium. I forgot how many songs of hers that I loved.
She went through 12 songs in 12 minutes.
Come on.
Like, for people...
Your fave could never.
Here's the thing about, like, I saw online a lot of people saying, I felt like her performance was just very mid. Here's my genuine question for you all who criticize Rihanna's performance. What the fuck were y'all expecting her to do? Like, do cartwheels and... fucking, I mean,
she's not that bitch.
Like,
be fucking for real.
But my thing is, what are you wanting from her? So you tell Rihanna, hey Rihanna, we missing you in action, girl. Like, you need to have some babies. Okay, she has a baby. Cool. And then y'all just like, well, we want to see more pictures of the baby. She gives you one picture of the baby. That's not enough. Well, Rihanna, we want you to do something else. Okay, she comes out with a perfume. She comes out with a beauty line. Oh, we want more from you. Oh, we want an album. We want this. And then she gives you a 12-minute performance and sings 12 songs, okay? Wow. The choreography was amazing. And then y'all are just like, that's not enough. I'm going to just tell you this. For everybody that criticized Rihanna, I pray and hope that she don't never release another album because your sons of bitches is ungrateful. You're ungrateful.
She could have come out, sat on a bar stool, plugged into an aux cord, and just played a couple of her songs. And I would have been like, art, love it.
I mean, and then people were saying, well, why didn't she have a special guest? Because she didn't need one.
Fucking special guest. It's fucking Rihanna.
Who says that that's the main thing that you have to do? When Michael Jackson performed, he didn't have a special guest. Okay, Prince, one of my most favorite Super Bowl performances is Prince, right? Prince was on stage singing and playing his guitar. He wasn't suspended in the air. He wasn't doing cartwheels all around the stage. He got his ass up there and did what he did, which is to entertain. What more do y'all want from Rihanna?
When you've been that bitch, still that bitch, I'm sure she was
forever be that bitch.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure she was like, this is my halftime performance.
Thank you.
I don't need anybody else. She went platinum with no features. She didn't. But
and the girl is pregnant. First of all, no one knows how far along she is. She could be 9 months pregnant. We don't fucking know.
Can I just tell you, did you go on Twitter when all this was happening?
No, I don't. I stay away from Twitter.
I forgot how good Twitter is, but the way that everyone was like, is she just chunky? Is that post-baby weight?
I did think that
When the fuck did she have that last baby? Is she pregnant again? No, everyone was trying very hard not to talk shit.
Yeah.
But everyone was like, I don't know if I'm just being messy. Does she kind of look pregnant? I fucking loved it.
As a person who looks pregnant on a regular basis, I thought she was pregnant too. I was just like, oh, we got the same belly.
My mom texted me immediately and she was like, is she pregnant? And I was like, maybe she's just chunky.
Yeah.
You don't know. Because she was thick after she had the baby.
She was, and especially in the Fenty show, she was thick.
Yeah,
but her weight looks good on her though.
I couldn't remember how old the baby was. Because I was like, how long?
How do you not know that? Don't you keep track of it? Don't you babysit her baby? You should know everything about that kid.
I wish.
You're obsessed with her kid.
Open to it.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. I loved all the memes of ASAP.
With holding the baby?
Yes. God.
Then people were talking about trying to interpret what her actual performance meant. Like she was the only one in red and then she had all these white little marshmallows. People were like, is this the sperm going to the egg? Or is this
I am team she
tampon?
Was the uterus.
These are tampons going at the uterus. Mm-hmm. It was just like, what? Just ask Rihanna, what was the symbolism
she'll never give it to us.
Of her show? And I'm quite sure she'll tell you. The problem is, you know what? Everybody speculates why people do this and why people do that. Just go and ask her. I think she'll tell you.
I don't think she will.
You don't know until you ask.
That's true. I'm team she was the uterus, they were the sperm.
I mean, they look like marshmallows, chasing around something. I don't know, true. A red M&M. I don't know.
I just loved it. I thought it was awesome.
I thought she did an amazing job. I didn't think that she did anything extra that people needed to have done. I don't know what y'all wanted from her. And this comparison, Beyonce. First of all, you can't put them two in the same
apples
category.
And oranges.
Exactly. They're both amazing women. Stop comparing the two of them. It's so fucking... It's like when people try to compare Michael Jordan and LeBron. They're not the same. They're individuals. Let it fucking go.
Also, Beyonce's like Cheesecake Factory. She's like, here's 87 options of all these things that I can do great and you're going to love it and it's going to be this experience. Rihanna's not. She's like Chick-fil-A. She's like, I can do a couple things really fucking well. Here they are, and you're gonna like it, and you're gonna keep coming back.
I think the Navy's gonna get your ass for saying that
probably,
shit.
But that's how I feel.
That's her thoughts.
That's my thoughts.
Well, see, I think different. So I look at a person like Beyonce who has amazing choreography, amazing dancers. Rihanna has amazing choreography, amazing dancers. Lizzo, amazing choreography, amazing dancers, right? So you see these moguls that are coming up that have all this stuff. Even Tiana Taylor. There are certain people that are quote unquote dancers, and then there are people who even Cardi B, amazing choreography, amazing
yeah, because if
dancers.
Tiana Taylor went up and did that Super Bowl performance, I'd be like, girl, what the fuck?
Right, when she's known for dancing,
Right.
but Rihanna is not. I mean, Rihanna can dance. Like even on the what was it, the
Rihanna
VMAs?
can shake her ass.
But remember that performance on the VMAs when she had on the pink Pepto-Bismol suit or whatever, and she brought like all of the Caribbean with her on stage.
Oh yeah,
like,
for work. Was it work?
Yeah, I think it was work. But if she did some other songs, because I think she was recognized, or she was given some kind of like award or whatever, like a not a lifetime achievement, yeah, something like that. But the thing is, she was up there, and Rihanna is just a vibe. Like it's just like even with Missy Elliott. Missy Elliott can dance, but if you look at Missy Elliott in most of her music videos, she's not the main dancer. Like she has all of these amazing dancers around her. She's giving you a vibe. She's giving you the visuals and whatnot. Versus Rihanna is not Tiana Taylor. Like she's not Paula Abdul or Janet Jackson, but she can be if she wants to.
She is the vibe. She is the moment. She surrounded herself by hot dancers.
That choreography was amazing.
So great.
But she always
that had
has
to be the
great
Fenty
choreography.
people. That was so reminiscent of the Fenty shows.
I mean, but she always has great dancers, though.
True. As she should.
Yeah, and first of all, Rihanna is from Barbados. Okay, anybody knows that anybody from the Caribbean can dance. Like Dirty Wine, the whole
bet my life on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wind your waist.
Yeah, but I thought the performance was great. I did love Cheryl Lee Ralph's performance of Lift Every Voice and Sing.
Okay, let's talk about the 17 performances before the Super Bowl even freaking started. I was watching the TV and I was like, there's still people singing.
Yeah.
They had Babyface. They had Cheryl Lee Ralph. They had fucking Tennessee Whiskey. Chris Staples. Also,
Whiskey.
Very disrespectful. Black History Month. 2 black artists go. They're singing. As soon as that white man opened his mouth, the tears flowing out of everyone in that stadium.
Here's my question. What is it about white men with a beard singing country music that makes other white men cry?
Y'all. Laser beams right into the heart.
Because to me, I wanted to cry when Cheryl was singing.
I thought it was beautiful.
I was waiting for Chris Stapleton to sing Tennessee Whiskey.
As soon as he, it was, they just showed
they were
tears,
just,
not a dry eye in the house.
I'm a patriot. This is America. Like, no.
He's giving Duck Dynasty. I do love Chris Stapleton. But
oh, no, he's amazing. He's absolutely, I love his voice. But for me to cry, no. And
our Chiefs won. We're big Chiefs girls over here.
No, we're actually not. But I'm happy that the Chiefs won. I honestly didn't care either way, whoever won. Because to me, it was a win to have 2 black quarterbacks leading these 2 amazing teams. I said I wanted Andy Reid to win. The
first time that there's been 2 black quarterbacks in a Super Bowl.
Ever.
Which is, if that's not racism, I don't know what is.
Well, and there's way more black players than white players.
Yeah, and you're telling me that there's been no, but like, oh, come on.
I love the Kelsey brothers, though. I love their relationship. Their mom, she knew exactly what to do. Like, she was able to celebrate with one son and, comfort the other son who lost.
This was a Super Bowl for the gals, the girls, gays, and theys. It was. This was like not about the football.
No.
It was about Rihanna and the halftime show. It was about the Kelsey brothers, their relationship. It was about their mom, and it was about the 2 black quarterbacks.
Absolutely.
It was all behind the scenes shit. It was very much giving like Housewives. Like, we're here for the content.
Yeah.
Like, sure, there's big events going on, but like, we're here for behind the scenes.
Behind it, yeah. Well, even when what's his name, Patrick Mahomes got hurt and he was kind of limping a little bit, and people were like, "Yeah, I wonder what happened." Like, he came back on the field and he was running and doing amazing things.
That's
and
a
I'm
cortisone
like,
shot, honey.
y'all know that's all they give him in the NFL. Allegedly, is cortisone shots. I don't know if y'all ever had a cortisone shot before.
He failed his drug test, right?
Yeah, they said it came back positive, but I don't know if cortisone makes your drug test positive though. I mean, you could eat a poppy seed bagel and make your drug test come back positive.
That's what it was. He ate some poppy seeds.
Absolutely. But the thing is, too, again, the NFL is known, allegedly, for shooting you up with cortisone. Like, I personally have had a cortisone shot, okay, in my ass, all right?
That shit works quick.
When I don't know, I think it's because it's a bigger muscle. It stings and it burns like crazy. But I'm telling you, I had a herniated disc, which is still herniated, but it's calmed down, thankfully. But anyway, that time I herniated my disc after being in the COVID units and stuff, and I literally tried to come to work, was crying, had to leave work. I went to urgent care. They gave me a cortisone shot in my ass. Y'all, I felt like I could save the world.
Yo, here's the thing about
within
those
like
shots.
10 minutes.
They put it in your, no, don't put it in your ass.
Not in your ass, but
they
your
shoot
glute.
you in the booty cheek.
Yeah, in the booty cheek.
And you're like, ow, okay, yeah, it was a shot. And then you like literally 3.5 minutes later, you're like, it
burns.
Fire spreading down your ass. And then nothing.
You feel like Spider-Man.
You could go do some hurdles.
Yep.
You could do a backflip. Amazing.
Really can. And then you start doing, and then they put you on a steroid pack After they give you a cortisone shot, you're for the next 7 to 10 days, you're invincible. Like, so people trying to say, oh, he went back there and got that whack it. No, he got cortisone. Cortisone is an amazing drug. I mean, I'm not saying go and get it because, you know, overuse of it is not very good. However,
it was a good game. Helps. I was trying to explain I was watching the game with Sophia, and I was trying to explain, like, Travis Kelce and his brother and and all these white girls are obsessed with Travis Kelce right now because, you know, he's the white guy with the black barber.
Yeah, definitely.
And she was like,
Chet Hanks' best friend.
Yeah, she was like, do these girls know, like, they could just date a black guy? And I was like, oh, they would never.
I guess they want that credit correct. I don't know. Who knows?
I don't know. You should it's just like the thirst on TikTok in the last like week and a half. It was insane.
I just think a lot of women are just thirsty for men who have money. I am too. I mean,
hey, can't knock it.
Hey, Kelsey, if you like, you know, thicker girls, I'm here. Anyway, I don't want to date a white man though. No, I'm good.
He's 6'5".
Nah,
millionaire.
Wouldn't matter.
Black barber.
No, I'll take the barber.
His mom seems really nice.
She does. She baked them cookies and everything, but no.
Donna.
Yeah, no.
Great lady.
No. Well, speaking of NFL, what were you telling me about Damar Hamlin and some controversy or something?
A lot of shit was going on at the Super Bowl this weekend. All this, you know what the best part about the Super Bowl is all the celebrities come out.
That's very true.
Did you see Adele?
Okay, can we talk about Adele for 1 second? Let's segue real quick. Is Adele on drugs? Because this little lip thing, that she keeps doing, I'm
Coke
like,
mouth. She's probably got Coke mouth.
It's very giving coke-ish. It's giving hair on, like really good cocaine.
This is all I will say about that.
I'm not saying she's a drug addict.
I'm not one to judge anyone's recreational drug use.
Or it could be a tick. Maybe it's a tick.
She did lose a shit ton of weight. I don't know. She looks great.
She does.
I don't know. And she did wear sunglasses the entire time. I don't know.
It's always when she's wearing that color lipstick though, and she keeps just doing that. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, maybe it's a tick. I'm just gonna say it's a tick, and I'm gonna not talk about it anymore. I apologize, to Adele.
Anyway, love Adele.
Tell me about Damar Hamlin.
Supporter of Black history. Damar Hamlin. Oh, bless his heart, dude. I don't know if you remember, but he just like died while playing football, was resuscitated, came back to life. Yeah. Traumatic for everyone involved. He was wearing a Kanye West Eternal Saints jacket at the game. He was on the sidelines, you know, just doing the damn thing. And on the back of the jacket is like this, well, on the front too, it's this zombie-esque Jesus depiction. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It looks like one of those like expensive,
I'll put a little picture right here,
brands that hype beasts know about that I wouldn't really know about, but it probably means something to someone. I don't know. That's what it looks like. It looks expensive for no fucking reason. The Jesus girls were pissed. Mm-hmm. So, oh God, what's his name?
Adrian Peterson.
I was going to say Andre the Giant. Adrian.
He's a giant.
Adrian Peterson was extremely offended.
Yeah.
So he was one of the first ones to be like, I cannot believe this. This is disgusting. Yada, yada, yada. Everyone else jumped on board. First of all, I just think that, like, I'm not a big fan of people who wear nun costumes for some reason and, like, priest costumes and then go out drinking and shit. I think that's mad disrespectful. But I saw this shit and I was like, okay, like, it's a zombie Jesus. I'm sure some people were very offended. I don't know. Probably not the same people who watch the Super Bowl. People were like, I can't believe, like, this is so disrespectful to the people that prayed for you when you were sick and stood outside the hospital. How could you? I was like, what the fuck? This man was dying.
He didn't even know that you were praying for him. Like,
he didn't even know. He was like, I'm so sorry. He was like, I love God and Jesus. And I just was like, this isn't, people were saying some crazy ass shit.
I think, okay, here's my thing about that. I think we live in a generation and in a time where we no longer care to ask questions and gather facts. Everybody wants to just tell their opinion and give a think piece about something without asking questions. Hey, Rihanna, it looked like a bunch of sperm chasing a uterus. Is that what you meant for your performance? Not at all. I was just trying to pay homage to Andre Talley. That's what some people said too, with the red and blah, 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 right?
Because he did wear that jacket.
He did, and they were friends and everything, right? So we need to get back to asking people the why. So Damar Hamlin wears a jacket and everybody's going on talking about this is blasphemy. How do you know that his daughter, his child, his nephew didn't just draw a picture of Jesus and he put it on the back of his jacket?
Like, what if he was supporting a charity and some kid was just had this really imaginative depiction of the resurrection?
And now you're picking at a disabled kid. Like,
I'm just saying.
We're not saying that that's
you know
true,
what other kind of things resurrect? Zombies. So there's a lot of lines to be drawn here. Not saying Jesus was one.
I just feel like this too. I think as a person who is a follower of Christ, and I do believe in Jesus Christ, right? My agenda, because I came from a generation and a religion and the way that the traditional black church shoves Jesus down people's throats in a very aggressive and manipulative manner, I choose as an adult not to do that. Okay. Number two, if I'm telling you that my Jesus gives us free will, why am I then projecting onto you my judgment of what you are doing? You're saying that this is a slap in the face to everybody that pray. That man didn't ask you to pray for him. And also too, what if he was a Buddhist? What if that was a Buddhist symbol? I don't think it is, but I'm just saying, what if it was, and he felt like Buddha was the one who resurrected him? Then you would tell him, well, no, Jesus Christ did that.
How disrespectful that you believe in Buddha and I was praying to Jesus to save your life.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you cannot put your own religious beliefs and your own morals and values on someone else just because you think that what you serve and who you serve is the highest power. I personally believe that Jesus Christ is the highest power in my life.
Amen.
Okay? But I can't go and tell somebody who serves Buddha that your God is wrong. How disrespectful. Because if they did it to me, I would be pissed about it too. So why do we keep doing this to other people?
Can I please just read you some of these tweets?
Please do, because I want to talk about this in depth.
This is a quote. This is not my words. I would never.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely disgusted by Damar Hamlin's jacket choice at the Super Bowl. This is not how you pay homage. Whoa.
Homage.
Mm-hmm. Is that homage?
Yeah.
Anyway, this is not how you pay homage to God, especially after he saved your life. This is blatant mockery, and I don't like this not one bit. All right. First of all, anyone who uses the word blatant in a tweet, I don't respect you. I don't think you actually have ever used that word in real life, and I don't think that
you're trying to convince us you're smart.
To use the internet. Thank you. Also, you used hashtag Super Bowl 20. You used 8 hashtags in this afterwards.
Yeah, because you want to go viral from your stupid opinion.
I hate this. Damar Hamlin, quote, died on the field, then, quote, came back to life. In his Super Bowl appearance, he wore a jacket that mocks Jesus Christ's resurrection. Do you see what's going on? That man is still Trump. He did die, and he did come back to life.
Can we get back to asking questions and collecting data? Has anyone taken this picture of this jacket and did a reverse Google search in images to see what this symbolizes? First of all, nobody knows what Jesus looks like. Let's be very clear. And that picture that you got up in your house, that ain't Jesus.
What? That's white Jesus.
And only one person that's recorded in the Bible that actually saw Jesus, he ascended up to heaven, okay? After he saw him. Because what he said, no man gonna see me. That's what I'm saying.
Damar Hamlin spat in the faces of all those that prayed for him and sat outside his hospital holding prayer. Do you think this man, after he went through all that shit and all those people donated to his charity, and he is finally feeling better and alive and at the Super Bowl, he was like, I'm gonna wear this jacket and piss these motherfuckers off who prayed for me?
Like, y'all, like the fact that you feel so convicted, he's making a how do you know that? Can we just get back?
This could have been a very fun teaching moment. And you could have been like,
clues.
Hey, my dude, maybe in the future, think about how your fashion choices may reflect you and your decisions and the people who root for you.
What if this was from an African tribe during Black History Month? Now you didn't disrespect the whole African tribe.
You know what? And it is by a black artist, Kanye West, so I won't go too deep on what the message is.
We don't claim him.
This probably was just a fucked up depiction of something. But we're supporting black artists during Black History Month, I'll tell you that.
No, we're not. We're not celebrating anything Kanye West does or says.
I'm just saying.
Not at all.
I'm rooting for everybody black.
No, I am not. I don't root for everybody black. All skin folk ain't kinfolk. That's all I'm saying.
You heard her.
But I just feel like, again, we as a society, again, too, as a Christian, as a person who follows Jesus Christ, right? The fact that you are trying to push a narrative onto somebody and be so, this generation, we are so accusatory, and we never take the time to be inquisitive. Hey, Damar, can you give us a little bit more information on this graphic that you use on the back of your thing? And if he could have said, well, I don't believe in Jesus Christ, then you could be like, you know what? I'm disgusted, blah, 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 blah. But he didn't say that. Y'all just attacked the man without actually asking the questions. The attack should only come after he gives you the answer.
And if the answer's bullshit.
Thank you. Like.
But yeah, now I'm thinking about it. I don't think about half the shit I put, like.
That you wear?
That I wear.
No.
If there's a figure. I mean, probably I should. I could be wearing some Illuminati shit.
I had this one. I remember that in high school, my mom bought me this one Nike shirt. And the Nike shirt was in like cursive and it was red. I didn't realize that the shirt actually said "kiss my ass" in cursive. Like, no lie. Until one of my friends said it. I had been wearing this shirt for like 6 months and I didn't realize it. I just thought, I was like, okay, it's a Nike shirt. It's cute. Whatever this little writing is, I don't know what the fuck it is. And one of my friends was just like, you realize your shirt says "kiss my ass"? And I was like, no, it doesn't. Nike wouldn't do no shit like that. And I was like, oh shit, it does say that.
Yeah. You didn't mean to be real.
No.
That's why I'm like, you know this person. It's not like Damar Hamlin has been out here doing some wild ass brazy shit and is always stirring up some shit. So I'm like, even if, you know, you don't agree with what he was wearing, this could have been like, ooh, maybe like take a second thought about before, or like, what does that mean? Or why would you wear that? Not, you are mad disrespectful and you're spitting in the face of it, blah, blah, blah.
And if your prayers come with conditions, I don't want your funky ass prayers. Don't sit there and tell somebody, I'm praying for you. I can't believe she did this. And I sat here and prayed for her. They didn't ask you. He didn't say, can y'all please pray for me? The man was dead. He didn't know nobody was praying. He didn't even know he was dead.
He was just living his damn life.
He didn't know he was dead until he woke up, y'all. Like, what the fuck?
He woke up dead.
He woke up dead. Like, what? Like, come on.
There was a bunch of shit going on in Scottsdale or wherever the fuck this weekend.
Well, also, too.
Was it Scottsdale?
Oh, I don't know.
There's only one place in Arizona and it's Scottsdale.
Oh, I don't even know that. Phoenix. That's the only one I know.
Oh, yeah, there's that one.
Well, I'll tell you what else happened after Super Bowl weekend. So Busta Rhymes was in the news this week because a fan or a person who claims that they were trying to get a picture with him. He was walking out of this particular area and there were other fans that were there, like, just trying to say hi, take pictures, da da da. This girl literally comes up and slaps Busta Rhymes' ass. So he turns around and throws his drink at her. People are like, you are dead wrong. How dare you do that? And I'm like, if the shoe was on the other foot and Busta Rhymes would have slapped this girl on her ass, y'all would have been like, that's sexual assault. Yeah. That's not informed consent. Like, when do we get in the habit of assaulting celebrities?
We've had this conversation before about there's some people that you look at and you're like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna fuck with you.
No.
Like, remember when fucking Floyd Mayweather was on the plane?
Oh, you mean
was it
Mike Tyson?
Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Boxers, yeah.
Boxers, am I right?
Lethal weapons.
And we were like, yeah, probably someone I wouldn't mess with.
No.
Like, why would you touch someone? Especially he's jacked.
And to touch his behind. Like, you're touching his ass.
Hey,
it's different if you touch his
don't
shoulder.
Mess with their ass like that.
They don't. Like, but my thing is, you're touching a private part of this man.
It's privates.
You're not playing basketball with him where that's understandable. Like, you slap on his ass. But like, this man is walking around and he should have punched you in your face. You don't know his life.
You don't know his history. Maybe someone touched his booty and he didn't like
it. That's what I'm saying. Y'all, just here's the thing. He could have.
Not that it would have been right. I'm just saying he could have swung on her.
No, it would have been correct. Not. I am listen. I have been saying this at the beginning of time. I am a firm believer that men deserve to hit women who hit them first. If you put your hands on a man, on any person, you have the right to defend yourself. And you, as the person who struck first, do not get to control how somebody whoops your ass in response to what you did.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah, that is a weird. I don't know that I would touch anyone to get their attention. No. That I don't know.
No, I wouldn't even touch you if I know you.
I like a good booty pinch to a friend, like, whoop, gotcha.
I do that with my siblings and my mom, but that's about
not to fucking Busta Rhymes. Are you kidding me?
If I went up to a famous person and saw them, I'd be like, oh my God. Or I'd be like, hey.
But like, I will tell you, the way he threw this fucking drink at her,
he was like,
it was aggressive as fuck.
I bet you she won't do that shit to nobody else again. I bet you won't.
It was the kind of shit where it happens and you just stand there for like 6
I feel like he should press charges on her for assault. Like, I think celebrities need to start doing that. Even that whole Kevin Gates thing that happened a few years ago where he actually went to prison for a year for kicking that girl in the chest. I know y'all think that it wasn't that he was too aggressive. I don't think he was too aggressive. Stop touching people. There are some people in this world who do not want to be touched.
People I would not fuck with. Kevin.
Don't touch that man.
Gates.
Listen.
What about him says fuck with me?
Nothing.
Not a single thing.
Not even that feather in his head.
Not a one tattoo.
Nope.
Nothing about Kevin Gates.
Teardrops. He got teardrops on his eye. That's an automatic symbol for don't touch me.
Have you seen this interview where he's talking about Rihanna?
First of all, Kevin Gates is my favorite rapper. Okay.
Fucking hilarious.
I don't like to see him interview because I just be like, your music is too good. I can't do it.
Anyone who talks like the way he talks about other celebrities, the way he talks about anything, I'm just like, you are what you see is what you get, and you're just you look like someone who just reacts, who just says shit, who just does shit.
Yeah,
I'm not messing. Also, you're tall and you look strong.
Yeah,
no.
Again, stop touching people. Even when you're like when people who laugh, like I hate this. I have a particular friend who every time something is super funny. Are you bruised? I'm sorry. Did I really
bruise easy?
I'm sorry. Hijo. But I hate when people do stuff like that and be
oh yeah.
Bitch, I'm gonna knock your ass out.
See, don't my pet peeve is when they use you to stand up. Like if you're sitting down somewhere and someone like puts their hand on your shoulder so they can elevate themselves.
So I do that, but not on the shoulder. I do that on the.
That is
the
my
thigh,
pet. Get your fucking hands off.
That's what I'm saying. People don't like to be touched. Don't touch people. Don't touch people.
No.
Like it's stupid. What were you telling me about the department? We were talking about the Department of Education. Well, there's this. Okay, stop.
I was telling you the kids are stupid.
Well, we were talking about this first about I just touched you. The Department of Education, there's this particular Republican that is trying to terminate introduced a bill to terminate the Department of Education. And I'm not sure exactly the specifics of it.
I'm going to be honest.
But it's called HR 899.
It already sounds bad.
Yeah.
Anything with that many letters and numbers together is just not great.
I'm gonna tell you this: if you're gonna abolish the Department of Education, you better take these motherfucking student loans with you, bitch.
That's what I'm saying.
But doesn't the Department of Education controls like everything? Loans, scholarships.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what the fuck they do completely.
They take people's money. They rob people.
They're
take your life.
The schools ain't right now.
No. So what was going on with the children?
One half of your children,
because we don't have any yet.
We don't have any of you people's children is behind in school right now.
Oh, I 100% agree with that.
And I'm like, I don't know, maybe pay the teachers more, make them want to go to work and do a good job.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe give parents an incentive to like teach their kids, or I don't know.
Stop controlling what kids are able to learn.
What if you got a tax break if your kids are making straight A's?
I think that's classist.
Yeah, probably.
I think no, really, because that's literally what it is. Even with these charter schools, you get more money for how your children are performing, and I don't think that that's fair because there are too many economic deficits, especially with Black and brown families, that hinder children from being able to perform successfully on standardized tests and things of that nature. And I don't think that should be a temperature gauge that we use of intelligence, because there's a lot of people who can test out of stuff, but you are stupid as fuck.
This is going to sound a little crazy.
Okay.
But
it's the face-off. That's what we do, babes.
It's the face-off. It's the face-off. I'm thinking we need a faction system. I'm thinking divergent.
Really?
I'm thinking you like find what you're good at and that's what you fucking rock and you do.
I kind of agree.
And
without the Hunger Games part.
Yeah, without the murder and all. Yeah, but...
No jumping off trains.
I don't know. Maybe just like start testing these kids early, finding out what they're good at, letting them rock that shit out. Stop doing the crazy testing, like the standardized testing.
I think it's stupid. It's so dumb. Like that's not an indication of how a person understands. Like even I'm going to say something and it's going to sound very controversial.
Sounds about right.
As a person who holds 4 college degrees and 3 professional certifications, I have personally, in my personal life, have not used the quadratic equation since I learned it in high school. I was like, what are you trying to use? You trying to use crickets?
Yeah. That's weird. I use it every day.
Because
wait, give me a second. Quadrat. A squared
plus
B squared
equals C squared. Okay, crickets.
Yeah, something about me and math, not friends.
But that's what I'm saying. Like in my profession as a physical therapist, I don't use math like that. The only math that I am using is split the times if we co-treat, okay, for Medicare purposes. Also, too, if I'm doing, measurements, I'm doing degrees and stuff like that. Understandable. I'm not subtracting and adding. I'm not doing like algebraic equations.
Like, is the systolic plus or minus 20?
Exactly. I'm not titrating anything. And I'm not saying that this stuff is not useful, but what I am saying is it's not useful in my career.
To what pays me.
What pays me, right. And I also have an MBA. Now, with my MBA, I had to take accounting. I had to take stats. I had to take financial management. I had to learn how to balance, how to do balance sheets.
Crazy
like
math or just like complex, simple math? Do you know what I mean?
No, it's not complex, simple math. Accounting is a whole nother beast, baby. And I was like, I had to go back to my algebra. So I did use it for that purpose. But if I didn't have an MBA and I didn't have to take accounting and financial management, I wouldn't need that in my personal life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like there's people to hire for that. I'm just saying. I think we're wasting our time teaching children certain things. Not algebra. That's not what I'm saying. But I am saying it at the same time. But
these kids are going to be dumb.
Not only are they going to be uneducated,
that's what
we are going to suffer as a result of it.
Yeah, who's supposed to pay into my retirement now? I'm screwed. None of these kids can get high paying jobs. Not even that.
What if God forbid, I need a surgery in 30, 40 years? These kids are not going to even know what a scalpel is.
Hold on, let me look it up.
Let me YouTube it real quick.
Hold on, I think there's a TikTok about it.
Exactly. Like, we are going to be screwed in the medical field. Like, no, even again, all the way that these trades are doing, like nobody's going to know HVAC. Nobody's going to know how to be a plumber because everybody just wants to be on TikTok making fucking TikTok videos all day and getting easy money. Kids aren't growing up to be farmers anymore. I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
Kids aren't growing up to be farmers. Did you see, is it fucking Wisconsin? One of those states no one gives a shit about. No one knows what's going on. Wisconsin, Michigan. God damn.
Somewhere
Where is it?
North.
They just somewhere. That's not Texas, California, or Florida.
Or New York. Okay.
You know what you came here for. This is not NPR. I think they just passed a bill for kids 14 to 17 to go back to work in the mines. Where are their mines?
Midwest.
The Midwest. You know those Midwest mines. Isn't that insane?
14?
Yes, in a mine.
Okay. Unpopular opinion.
Kids should be working in the mines?
No. But if you think about like back in the day, like teenagers who were that young who worked on the railroad system, they got a pension. And they got good pensions that were able to fund their children's children.
Yeah, and they got black lung.
You're right. You're gonna die. But what I'm saying is, at least your legacy will live on through your grandkids. You gotta sacrifice something. I want to know
what state that is.
I mean, shoot, the veterans ended up getting poisoned by their own product of Agent Orange. So I mean, shoot.
Yo, Agent Orange.
Which I still think that was horrible.
What a time.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, here it is.
Iowa is the country. The state.
A new Iowa bill that was proposed would roll back the child labor laws, allowing 14 to 17-year-olds to work in mining, meatpacking, demolition, guillotine shears, and other dangerous jobs.
Okay, I didn't realize they were doing all of that. That's
Are
ridiculous.
We in the fucking depression?
1910s. Yes. What the hell? You're trying to get rid of the Department of Education. You're trying to get rid of affirmative action.
Send the kids back to work.
Diversity. Like, are we preparing for a war? Is that what y'all getting ready to tell us?
We gave you a chance to prove your worth in the classroom, and you're not cutting it. Back to the fucking conveyor belts. Back to the factories.
You gave them horrible computers during COVID.
And this is how I know we're about to enter a war.
We have to be, because you're
you want to fucking like making bullets and shit and mining.
What is this? The Walking Dead when they made bullets? Like, what the fuck?
My thing is, we don't have like Timmys and Charlies and Jacks anymore. We have like
Devontae's.
Exactly. Like, it's not the same.
Braden's and
Braden's, Clay's, yeah.
And Liam's. And
exactly. This is not the same world.
Yeah, no. These kids are not going to work hard for that. They're like, this generation, because they've seen their parents struggle and they found an easier way, They are not. This is not the community that you think you're going to build, or the world that you're going to think you're going to build. It's not going to be that, because these kids are not doing it. They're not.
No.
These kids quit jobs every day.
Guess what? These kids have access to the world. So
They do.
like, why would I do this when I know a kid who has my exact situation and is doing half of that and making twice as much?
Exactly.
That's why they're going to take away the TikTok.
Well, because they don't want people to make money too, because they don't want people to be informed and make money by just being at home. So, well, I'll tell you something else that's causing a lot of issue with regard to money too. So up north, Ohio specifically, and in Houston, actually, there was an issue that happened where there were 4 trains that were carrying very hazardous chemicals, all derailed on different days this past week. And specifically suspicious. The one in Ohio, like they literally had to, it derailed and it started burning and all that hazardous chemicals that was causing asthma issues. The fish were dying, wildlife was dying and stuff like that. And so what ended up happening was they had to burn part of the other chemicals in order to get completely rid of it. But there's a lot of conspiracy theorists, which I'm a conspiracy theorist. There's this episode of The Simpsons where Springfield had the same issue where a train derailed carrying hazardous material, and it gave like this overcast, and people were like, oh, it's overcast, but it was not. It was actually acid rain.
They're killing us off.
They're
starting in the small cities like Houston.
But Ohio is Houston is, but it's black.
It's probably the biggest black city we have in Texas. Would you think?
I would agree.
Yeah, I don't think we have any.
Yeah,
that's the blackiest part of us.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's the black underbelly.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, this is The Last of Us, man.
I think we all just need to go back and watch The Simpsons from the beginning.
They tell us everything
because they're telling. They haven't been wrong yet.
But to me, burning chemical, like, doesn't that just put it in the air? Then we're just breathing it in.
Exactly. But and that's the thing that they were saying, that they were just like, why are you doing that? Like, how did this train derail?
How convenient that 4 trains derailed, and we have these Chinese balloons.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs won the Super Bowl again. And Rihanna's pregnant with the second baby.
And the Jeffrey Epstein list has been released. 167 names. They're trying to distract you.
Some drama I am excited for.
I'm quite sure most of these congressmen and women are on there, allegedly.
My thing is, yes, they have to be. If you listen, hear me out. You're famous, you're powerful, you're well-connected. All these other famous, powerful, well-connected people are doing some nasty, grimy, shady shit, but they're basically like, either you do this stuff with us so we know you're cool and you're not going to rat on us, or you're fucking out and we're going to ruin your life. Guess what you're going to do? The super weird, shady shit.
That's why I don't personally believe that anybody in politics is really for the people. I think I think you get into politics for the people, but in order to sustain yourself in politics, you're going to have to play this dirty game, unfortunately. Like, for example, you have people like AOC, right? And the Squad. I think that they genuinely have a heart for the people, and that's why they get so much backlash. And this is why even what's her name? She's Muslim. I can't remember her name. Ibra. She starts with an I.
Doing great.
Anyway, they took her off of the Foreign Council because, again, she's calling out shit and she's not willing to play this political game. She's for the people, period. And I feel like they are not going to have they're not going to have longevity in politics like a Mitch McConnell if they don't play the game, unfortunately.
Right. Because there's like these grassroots people who are like, I want to see things, I want to change, and I grew up this way, and I know that the only way to make change is to be a part of the change, yada, yada, yada. And then did you hear that wheeze?
I did.
It's fucking awful. There's like this good old boys club of these white legacy men who were just like, no, like, I want power, and this is how I do it, and this is how my dad did it, and this is how all my friends are doing it. And those are always going to clash. And it's fucking disgusting.
Because it's more of them that are controlling Congress than anything.
Yeah, and they know how to play the game. And it's all favors and money, and that's it's just like in corporate America. You know, you can be the most qualified person, but if you don't play this little stupid ass childish game that they want you to play of ratting people out and being the office snitch and all this stuff and coming and telling them and being their do girls and do men and their yes men and kissing their ass, then all of a sudden you're on the outskirts. And it's like, but then you put people in position of power that don't know what the hell they're doing. And it's like, well, you think you're rising up, but you're actually not. You're a placeholder because they know that you're not going to, buck up against the system. And that's what a lot of these politicians end up getting caught into. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people get into politics because they want to make a change.
Right.
You realize you can only do so much at this ground level. And if you want to really make a change, you have to move up. To move up, you got to do this little fucking song and dance shit. And that's when you become corrupt because you get you get further away from what you were trying to change in the first place.
Absolutely.
And you're just enveloped by all these things and you keep doing. I mean, House of Cards. Stunted. House of Cards.
Even like Gary Chambers, he was running for senator seat in Louisiana against what's his name? He was a Kennedy. He's the most embarrassing Kennedy. I don't even think he's really a Kennedy for real because he's a piece of shit. But anyway, Gary Chambers, he's the one who he burnt the Confederate flag and he was smoking weed in his campaign and stuff like that. Like, to me, first of all, this man is a genius for his marketing because he understands marketing. But also, too, because this man he's too real for these real politicians.
Be fucking for real.
Like, he's not, he would, even though he should be there and he deserves to be there because he will not play the game, he's never going to get there. Like, they're going to do same thing with the voting booths and stuff and them rigging stuff and trying to rezone. They're going to do everything they can in their power to make sure that the most qualified person does not get that seat. Case in point, fucking Herschel Walker. like, where is he
raccoon?
Now? He hasn't.
You mean the fiercest animal in the South?
Absolutely. But you see now, where's Herschel Walker? Have they put him back in his cell? He's back in his dungeon. Is he back on Epstein Island? Like, where is he? So you mean to tell me he was on every news station for like months, and all of a sudden, as soon as he lost, he gave his little apology, consensus speech. It was like, he was like, I'm gone now. Like, because he played the game. Thank God Warnock won, but the only reason why he won was because of Stacey Abrams. Let's be very clear. And then all the other people that were alongside of Stacey Abrams with their companies that assisted, registering over 800,000 people to vote in Georgia. Like, anyway, the Epstein documents are going to be released. They've been released.
What a tangled web that is. It's
what,
insane.
Politics?
No, Epstein.
Okay, here's the thing. You see a child and something in your brain says, ooh, let me attack them. Like, I don't want to understand it. I don't want to understand. I just don't want it to ever happen again.
It's all a power thing. I really think so.
But I feel like there are people out here who like S&M, who like to be controlled, slapped around, punched, kicked. Why can't you just do that with them?
Because that's easy.
How is that easy?
Because they like it? Yeah, they like it and they're willing, and that's easy.
That's fucking weird.
But when you have it's like you have this young child, and like that's a very taboo thing. But because you're a person in power, you're gonna hold that power over them, and it's disgusting.
So you're just bored with adult coochie and penis that you go to little kids? Like, what the fuck
it's all
is
some
wrong
weird,
with you?
fucked up little power game that gets you off.
That is disgusting.
And it's like this thing that like you're not supposed to have, and everyone thinks is wrong, but you think everyone wants. It's so gross.
I hope they all just, Jesus Lord, avenge all of
I hope your cock shrivel up and die.
For real. I hope you get gangrene on your dick and it falls off.
Step on 100 million fucking Legos.
Just put them on that island with all them snakes and cats and just let them all get eaten up. That's fucking stupid, man. I don't understand that. I don't. I'll tell you what else I don't understand. Mass shootings. Why do we keep having them?
Yo.
Specifically in Michigan.
So, I'm over it.
I just want to say this, and I don't care that it sounds controversial. If you already have in your head that you're going to kill yourself, do it at your house. Don't take anybody else with you.
Start there.
Like, this Michigan...
Why we're going down swinging everybody?
This Michigan mass shooter, or that mass shooting that just happened at Michigan State, was absolutely insane. The footage now, because now we're getting to see live footage from these shootings, and I think
that's okay.
Traumatic.
Ever since you remember the Vegas shooting?
Yeah.
And how people were live streaming that shit as it was happening.
Even though, but the Orlando one happened before that one?
I don't remember. But for some reason, I just have this vivid memory of that Vegas mass shooting.
Because it was so big,
and people were live streaming it. And people were, it was like instant Twitter footage. And I was just like, this is the beginning of people fucking live shooting. Live streaming a mass shooting. And it's disgusting.
This one girl I saw, she did a TikTok. And she was a survivor of both the Sandy Hook mass shooting. Again,
those kids are in college
elementary
now?
school. Yes. Isn't it? It's crazy. She might have been in the 5th grade or something, but the fact that she was like, I have now survived 2 mass shootings. She survived Sandy Hook and now Michigan State. And I'm just like,
real shit luck.
I don't like, how are you not on every medication in the world? Like, everywhere you go, you're going to have a certain level of PTSD. Yeah. Like, I mean, and the fact that this 43-year-old man killed 3 people, injured 5 others,
and then grown ass man,
at your big ass age, and then you go and kill yourself. Just kill yourself first, bitch. What the fuck? Like, and then Joe Biden. Joe Biden's America. No, I said Joe Biden. He's like, our thoughts and prayers with the families.
Oh,
I'm so sick of everybody. I'm not praying for nobody else. I'm not giving nobody else no thoughts. I'm not. Not when it comes to mass shootings. When you as the president, you as Congress, y'all can physically do something about it, and you're making a conscious choice every day not to do anything about it. So stop with the thoughts and prayers, because you do not give a shit.
I'm like, the only reason so many more people now are armed is because it's so easy to be armed. They're all afraid of the other people that are armed.
Yeah.
It's just like this cycle. I was talking to, when I tell you my neighbor is the cop who traced all my shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. So we were talking because there was a shooting. There's always shootings in San Antonio. We're like so under-policed.
Really? I see. That's how much I don't listen to the news, because I'm in my little bubble. I never hear that.
We are like, I think one of the more under-policed cities.
Really?
We ain't got no cops.
Well, where's Officer Goodbody? He needs to buck up and get it together.
Get in the high school, recruit him young.
They're dropping the age 14.
This officer that I was talking to was saying they're having, because we were out the other night. And friends were at a club or bar. They came to meet us at another bar. They had seen a shooting. Just like this bouncer started talking shit to this guy. This guy pulled a gun. The bouncer pulled a gun on him. Damn. They shot. There was a shooting down the street. And I was like, what's going on? And he was just like, so many people are armed now. And it's like everyone's first reaction is to pull a gun. But they don't know that the other person has a gun too. Yeah. So there's just shootings everywhere now.
Because everybody's trying to get home safely. Yeah. And
everyone's trying to feel like this big ass fucking person because you have a gun. And it's like, no, now everyone has a fucking gun.
Well, the problem is too, like when it comes to these guns and stuff, there's nothing wrong with you as a citizen of society arming yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you start to abuse that power, then they're taking away these restrictions, saying, well, you used to have a license to carry a gun, and now you don't. Mm-hmm. Like, you're adding fuel to the fire, and you know what you're doing. You're trying to basically make America purge itself. And I'm like, disease is already going to do that anyway. Like, GMO stuff is already going to do that. You're already putting shit in chemicals and derailing of fucking, trains and shit, spewing hazardous chemicals. You're already doing that. So you just giving people free reign to go ahead and kill themselves and then or kill each other and shoot each other, end up in prison. Prisons are privatized, and then you get money off that. It's this vicious cycle. And it's just like
they're like, okay, well, give them that. Let them keep fighting about open carry. Let them keep fighting about the gun laws. They're going to keep themselves busy. We'll keep doing all this other fuck shit over here. But all they're going to worry about is the fact that they have the right to bear arms, or who has the right to bear arms, or whether or not they need a license for it. I hate it. I hate this country.
I just think that if you have to go through all of these steps in order to get a license for anything else, your career, to drive a vehicle, to operate special heavy machinery, you should have to do the same thing with the license. And it should come with a full background check and a mental assessment. There is nothing wrong.
If they'll take away your license to drive.
Exactly.
Why the fuck won't they take away,
your license to carry? And again, I feel like every citizen of every country should have the right to bear arms. You have the right to arm yourself, but responsibly. If this person already has a record of domestic abuse, guess what? Because you're an abuser, you lose your right.
It's a privilege.
It's a privilege. Just like you have a privilege to vote, and you have a right to vote. But that's a part, unfortunately, that you lose your right to vote because of you committing crimes. It's the same situation with the gun. If you use this gun irresponsibly, because there's no way you can make a mistake with a gun. You make a choice, and you can't take that shit back. And if you don't understand the power that comes with that, you get it taken away, and you get it revoked.
Makes a lot of sense.
And police are not above that either.
Nope.
Because you should be the most responsible with it. But I mean, I'm not praying for nobody else. I'm not praying, and I'm not giving no thoughts to nobody else during these mass shootings, because that shit can change. And they're making a conscious choice not to change it, not to change the laws and the rules and regulations. I'm tired of praying for people. Oh, my thoughts and my prayer. And then next week something else happens, and then we give thoughts and prayers to Buffalo, and then we give thoughts and prayers to California, and then we give thoughts and prayers to Florida. What are the thoughts and prayers doing? It's not changing. Okay, so this is the definition of insanity. We keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result. Nobody else sees the problem?
Math ain't mathin'.
It's not. Anyway.
Well, now that we're all happy.
Yeah. Anything else we need to talk about before we get out of here? Do we want to talk about that? I think I already kind of said that.
No.
Yeah. Well,
I haven't watched anything. I don't think.
I've just been rewatching Star. It's an amazing show.
Okay, let me tell you, justice for Star. That show should have never been fucking canceled. I needed one more season to figure out what happened to Homeboy's grandma. I just like the music was so good. Lee Daniels really did something with that show.
Lee Daniels is just in a lane of his own when it comes to shows like Empire.
Pissed
and
off
Star.
about Star. God
yeah,
damn it. Empire was a whole move when it first came out.
All I gotta say is Lee Daniels executively produces the Miss Pat show.
Oh, I didn't know
Y'all
that.
better not fuck with the Miss Pat show. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, he's like a 2-season wonder.
She better get he's like a 5.
Empire had a lot of seasons.
Yeah, because even Star was 5 seasons.
No,
3. That's right. All I gotta say is y'all better not fuck with the Miss Pat show. Y'all better give Miss Pat 20 seasons. It better be on every year, just like Grey's Anatomy. I don't want to hear shit. Whatever y'all got going on behind the scenes. Jordan Cooper is an amazing creator and writer. Don't fuck with the Miss Pat show. That's all I'm saying. Because y'all keep fucking around with Lee Daniels, and y'all have loyal people who like his content, who like his shows. We appreciate his artistry and his creativity, and y'all keep canceling shit, and y'all get on our fucking nerves.
It's on BET Plus, right?
What, the Miss Pat show? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it actually airs this week. Wait, is it next week? This week coming up? When this comes out?
Drive to Survive, the new season is coming out this month.
Oh yeah, the Miss Pat show is actually going to premiere this week on
you have it
Thursday,
in your calendar?
the 23rd. No, I was just bringing up my actual calendar just to make sure.
I was like, okay.
Yeah, it premieres. Season 3 of the Miss Pat show actually premieres Thursday, the 23rd, and they drop all the episodes at once, which I like, but I don't because I'm a binge.
Yeah,
binge it all. Damn it, where's season 4?
I know.
So yeah. But anyway.
I have so much shit to catch up on.
Yeah, me too. I'm definitely going to be doing that this weekend.
Y'all, my bachelorette party saga comes to an end this week. I'm very, very excited to be
Somebody
done
else going to get married in her circle. I can already tell you.
Unless it's me, I'm not going to bachelorette party.
Yeah, right. We'll put a wager on. I bet you $1 you do.
I probably will. Fuck.
Thank you. You got too many fucking friends, man. I'm telling you, you're going to do a shedding. Watch, when you turn 30, you're going to be like, damn, I only got 2 bachelor parties
no one else to
go
shed.
You think you don't?
I done been shedded.
Well, I can tell you this. Sophia and Megan aren't going anywhere.
Yeah, no, they're stuck with me.
Yeah, those are 2 ride or dies. Plus, those are the only 2 that I know. Their names.
You've chosen those.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen your other friends. I just don't know their actual names.
It won't be a shedding. It'll be just me fading to black, me ghosting everybody. That's how it goes.
I mean, you already put your notifications on silent, so who knows what else you'll do. Anywho. Anything else we can talk about before we get out of here?
No, everyone have a great weekend. Let's ride out the end of February, Black History Month. Do something nice for somebody black in your life.
Absolutely. And it could even be a mixed person.
It could. Oh, you mean it?
Because you already got your 15 days up. So
hey, I have been on the other end of many racist remarks, and I feel like that puts me.
That gives you at least 2 more days.
That gives me some leeway here.
We'll give you to the 18.
I got called high yellow by a white man. I also got told by one of my patients he's mean to everyone, but he's nice to me, which is weird because usually with old white men, it's the opposite.
Very true.
That I think he's nice to me because he says I remind him of the large African men who protected him on his safari trip in Africa against the hippos. Jesus. And it made me feel pretty good.
I'm going to tell you one thing that I hate in life is old ass white racist patients. They feel the need to tell you this shit.
And my thing how there's like, sorry, segue really quick. There's multiple kinds of racism in the hospital with white men. There's like a 55 and under racist, which is just like
America.
Like literally I hate that's the kind of shit that icks
the
my
KKK
ick. That is some KKK Proud Boys nasty like you smell and look like a can of dip. Then there's like you are 97 years old, racism is all you've ever known, but you're just like the friendliest, kindest person, and is it racist or are you just saying things from your life that were inherently racist? But it's so fucking cute because I'm like, oh, you were alive during the Depression.
No, I had this one patient. He was in his 90s. And he said, I'll never forget this. I will never forget this. This man said to me, I was doing an eval, and he said to me, you were just really nice. You were just really pleasant. And I was like, I already know where you're going to go with this. He was like, when I was a young boy, my grandfather told me there was these 2 little black nigger gals. And I'm just standing there like, I'm sitting here with 4 college degrees 2 of them being graduate degrees, and you say this term to me in my face. And he was like, and my grandfather told me, don't mess with these nigger gals. He just kept saying it. He's like, they were the sweetest sisters. And I'm like, and so I let him finish, and I just said, sir, what did that story have to do with me? Are you calling me a nigger? Like, is that what you're doing? No. I'm just saying, like, black people are just so nice.
See?
Well, you can say that without saying the N-word, sir. Like, what the fuck?
That's the difference. And honestly, you just have to...
That is not cute.
It's just fucking hilarious because you're like... Because here's the thing. When you're on the receiving end of those kinds of comments, you're like, this is fucking ridiculous.
This is not real.
But it's very different than the fucking swastika-ass motherfucker who's like... Blah! Like, I'd much rather this old man who's just... You know what I mean?
No, I'd much rather none of it.
I'd much rather none of it too, but...
And they just always have to tell you about a black person. I want every white person in this world, stop seeing black people at work and feeling the need to tell us about your black person in your life that you know. I've had so many patients who are just like, you know what? There's this one lady and she's colored. They love to say the word colored. And she's a colored lady.
She's a negress
and she's
like
so
yourself.
nice. She's just so nice. So if we're so nice, why are y'all so quote unquote afraid of us?
My favorite is you remind me of insert one black person that I know.
And she used to be our maid. But she was so nice.
My favorite too is like every white man from Texas over the age of 70 loves to validate me, but you are so pretty. I'm like,
for a black girl.
I'm like, this is fetishy. And I'm also wiping your ass at the moment. So maybe let's not do it. I was like,
it's giving very much house
unless you have land, money,
that you're going to give me.
That you're going to get.
Yeah.
You want to know some good shit? This old man who told me I reminded him of the African people on a safari.
You should have told him, I'm Nigerian, sir.
I should have like, sir, I'm actually Nigerian, and you're not married. Widow party of one. Y'all, I'm trying to live my soft life. So his next door neighbor, you know how you always get a patient and you're like, you guys see eye to eye?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have this patient right now, and she's mosa. Like, she knows everything that's going on in this freaking hospital.
I love patients like that who hear all the gossip.
She was like, he was up all night last night and they had to call his daughter, and there's drama because he has 100 acres of land and the daughter wants to sell it. He doesn't want to sell it. And I was like, 100 acres, where's the land? What's on the
Seriously,
land?
what's on it?
Are we drilling?
Is there water on this land?
So today I did a couple back rubs today.
Try to get all the information from it.
I
love that.
You got any? Yeah, exactly.
You want to put me in your will, sir? I'll give you some great therapy.
I know.
That's all I'm saying.
I'm like, you like these back rubs?
That's one of my biggest hopes and prayers is that one patient just comes back and say, you know what, Monica, you changed my life. I hated you and I didn't want to get up, but you changed my life. I'm going to pay off your student loans and give you some land.
Dude,
I love that.
One of the PTs was telling me that she worked with a therapist who had been working with a patient. He was like a well-off Indian dude, horrible stroke. Mm-hmm. They liked her so much. They were like, we are going back to India basically for like 6 months. Mm-hmm. Can we pay you to come and just do his therapy there? They paid for everything.
She did it?
Yeah.
That
she
is
housed
awesome.
her. They paid her salary. They paid for everything. She was out there for like 6 months.
I would absolutely do that.
In a heartbeat.
I would absolutely do that.
If anyone out there.
Remember that one patient that you almost had?
Oh!
I almost had him.
Yo. These people, for as much shit as I talk,
we talked you out of it though.
These old rich men slip through my fingers. These old debilitated ass motherfuckers.
Yeah, because the offer sounds really good, but then you're just like, when you see the family, you're like, this is gonna turn into some trafficking shit. I'm not doing it.
I am, for someone who has never been approached to be sex trafficked, I am
that you are socially aware of.
That I am socially aware of, which is not that great.
Not
that great. I'm so convinced I'm gonna be sex trafficked.
Don't say that. The blood of Jesus is against that.
Hooray, it over. Zombie Jesus.
No, we are not praying to zombie Jesus. We are praying to Jesus the Christ.
Jesus the Christ.
Hallelujah.
10-pound baby Jesus.
Yes, blonde hair, blue eyed.
You
know he grew up. He was a man. I like to pray to the baby Jesus. Talladega Nights.
We have to get the fuck out of here.
We do, because we're tired.
All right. Thank you for listening. You're doing great. Come back next week.
Yes.
Y'all remember to spread love.
Spread light.
And don't forget to laugh your face off.
It's 11:30.
This is, what muscle is this?
Did you see me kind of like feel good when you did that? Did you see that? I was just like, ooh, that felt good. It was like a chill with my body.
Okay. Hey!
Not that I'm attracted to you or anything like that. It was just...
I get good back ribs.
Yeah, you do. Hey, did you guys enjoy this episode? If so, don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, including...
TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at The Face Off Pod. New episodes are released every Tuesday.
Thanks for watching.